The 2023 Nigeria presidential election arguably is among the most competitive, if not competitive, polls in Nigeria since the country transitioned from military rule to democratic rule in 1999. For many analysts who follow Nigerian elections closely, the difficulty to take an educative guess at who is winning 2 clear days after polls is evident of its competitive nature. The elections have been held at a time where there's considerable concern about the state of the economy, security, and the level of involvement of the youth in the leadership class. 18 persons are yearning to replace Muhammadu Buhari as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But just as predicted prior to the polls, the pattern shown by the results so far suggests a keen race between Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress, Atiku Abubakar of People's Democratic Party, and Peter Obi of the Labour Party. The election, which began on Saturday, saw voters mass up at various polling stations to cast their ballot for over 6 hours. The elections are reported to have started late due to the late arrival of election materials. A number of observer missions were present in Nigeria to observe pre- and post-election processes. A joint preliminary statement from the International Republican Institute and the National Democratic Institute have indicated that the late start significantly affected the closing time of polls. A major observation by the mission has been the security challenges during the polls. Some of these concerns have been reiterated by the ECOWAS Observer Mission.
After a careful analysis of the information received from observers deployed in the field, the mission notes the following. The late start of voting beyond the 8:30 a.m. opening time due to the late arrival of polling officials, voting materials, and in some cases, the delivery of wrong materials at polling stations across the country. Incidents of violence, killings, and disruptions were recorded in several states. There were postponements of elections in some polling units in Lagos, Imo, Bayelsa, Rivers, and Edo states due to electoral violence or logistical challenges.
The election is also reported to have been challenged by difficulties in the use of the BVAs. Despite these challenges, counting has been completed. Collation is ongoing at the national level. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Sunday afternoon officially opened the collation center with an explanation on how processes are expected to continue.
Collation of presidential election result in Nigeria is done at 4 levels. After the conclusion of voting, counting, and recording of results at the various polling units. The results are first tallied and collated at the 8,809 registration areas or wards. The collated ward-level results are tallied and collated at the 774 local government areas nationwide. Thereafter, they are tallied and collated in each of the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. The collated figures for each state and the Federal Capital Territory are finally collated here in Abuja, where the announcement of the outcome of the election will be made by the returning officer for the presidential election.
As part of processes to ensure efficiency, the INEC assured to upload the results onto its website before announcing the collated results. But it appears this have not been adhered to strictly, as the PDP has lamented failure of the Independent National Electoral Commission to upload the results. This resulted in an exchange of words between chairman of INEC and a former senator and a member of the PDP.
Uploaded is what he presented. We cannot cannot continue collation. It's not possible. We will not allow it. At least the collation officer must tell us that what is presenting is in consonance with what was uploaded. If that is not done, then there's an infraction of the Electoral Act, and we will not allow it. And we cannot continue with collation. If a returning officer cannot guarantee 10 Nigerians that what is uploaded is what is presented, there's a fine for that infraction, and he will have to pay that.
Thank you.
You have not addressed our presentations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Coalition Secretariat, any more? Thank you, Rek Kwara.
If a collation officer will not come up and tell us that what is uploaded is you don't want to show us, you don't want him to tell us. One of the two must happen. We are Nigerians, we will defend our rights. This election, we will serve with our blood, we will make sure that the right thing is done. If there is difficulty in uploading it, there's no difficulty in the returning officer telling us that what is uploaded is what is presented. And if that is a lie, we will meet in the court of law.
Okay, thank you very much. Next state.
No, we cannot have another state, sir. We cannot have another state.
You are now being...
We cannot, sir.
You are now being disruptive.
I am not disrupting. The Electoral Act says that what is uploaded
you are now being disruptive.
You can bundle me out, but the right thing must be done. I'm a party agent.
You are
that is what the Constitution
You are now
says.
being disruptive of the process.
I am not being disruptive. I'm asking what is uploaded is
Next,
The collation is ongoing and results for some states have been announced. One of the states to be announced early was Citi State.
The number of votes received by the presidential candidates of each of the political parties are as follows. Party AA, 29 votes. Party AAC, 108 votes. Party APC, 201,494. Party NNPP, 264 votes. Party PDP, 89,554 votes.
Collation results of INEC, monitored by Civic Hive, reveal that results for some key states have been collated across all local government areas. In Lagos, for instance, Peter Obi of the Labour Party took the lead with 582,454 votes against Bola Tinubu, who garnered 572,606 votes. This has been surprising to some, as Lagos is regarded as a favorite state for Tinubu, as he has been a former governor of the state and he is credited for making Lagos the trade hub of today. Peter Obi also recorded great support in the Enugu state, attaining 93% of the votes, with Tinubu having 1% while Atiku got 3%. As of the time of filing this report, Peter Obi was leading in states such as Plateau, Taraba, Anambra, Delta, and Edo, even though the results were not complete from all local government areas in these states. A number of states have rather recorded a tight race between Tinubu and Atiku. So far, Tinubu is leading in states like Niger, Kwara, Oyo, Ogun, Ondo, as well as Ekiti, whose results have been collated fully. Similarly, Atiku is leading in states like Osun, Adamawa, Yobe, and Buchi. The Labour Party has, however, challenged the validity of some of the results.
That confirmed that manipulations of the presidential elections results have occurred in Lagos, Rivers, Imo, parts of Edo State, Delta State, and some northern states. These manipulations were carried out under the watchful eyes and connivance of police officers at the various election units and INEC offices.
In a tweet which has been linked to this protest, the Labour Party has asked all party agents to send captured image results at the polling units and ward levels to a WhatsApp number. It is unclear when all the election results will be collated, But according to Nigeria's election laws, for a president to be elected, the candidate should win the popular votes in over 25% of the vote in at least 24 of the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. This suggests that if any of the three leading candidates fails to meet this criteria, there will be a runoff.